Okay, here come the final video, number 6, because I'm not gonna go above number 6. I'm not posting a number 7 video. Maybe in the other account, another day, another week, but not in this account. I get a knowledge just to type, why do baby cry? In this last video, I'm going to try to recapture a lot of things and some new to end the video. What's different when people die, and what's different when you see a child somewhere just being born? What's the difference? Me and the last time I posted a video telling the only reason why they make sure you're crying for dead loved ones now, because they know the day when you die, you're not gonna cry for you. You live in this world, your energy, not the body. The body, the face you become. I mean, if I can only take 2 people's passport and I put it together and give it to you and say, that's your face, maybe people will understand what they become when they become a child. What's different if I drop dead right now? How they know me? It takes sex to give me this body. Right? It takes sex to give me another body. It takes another sex to give me another body, another body, another body, the last 500 years. What happened when I drop dead right now? I know most people in Asia always say, when you die, you can reincarnate in 9 months. No. It's 60 seconds. The difference between, what is the 2 things in this world? If God has to talk to us, what will you ask God? I will ask God, how do you make the magic to develop the baby in the stomach complete? And how do you make the magic to kill somebody? The only 2 things we know in this world is coming out of the stomach and being dead. Coming out of the stomach and being dead. So, what's the difference with the big body that's gonna be dead and they lying there, they're not crying, but always someone who's awake, who have the inside of them, they're gonna cry. Who cry as a baby? When a big man and a big woman die, they don't cry. Why little baby cry? I mean, the baby just come out. Doctor is checking. It's like, like the doctor is checking everything. The feet is complete, the arm is complete, the eyes, everything. And then put it next to the mother's breast, and the baby is sucking, and then quiet. What is the difference between the dead body? Picture you was here 30 years before your husband, and the day his mother have him, she bring him over to you. She say, that's your husband, I'm not gonna raise him. You raise him. What will you say? Absolutely, you raise it. I have a lot of job to do. But the cool side about this is, you was a child, he was a child, you're fooling around, playing till you grow up, and now you get serious, the two of you. Again, how many people you know who die in this world, they cry. Don't you get it? The only reason why you have to cry for somebody, because the day when you drop dead, you don't cry. Someone is gonna bleed for you, and now you have to fucking bleed for someone else. But hey, fall asleep. Take a sleeping tablet, sleep in. But when you're sleeping, don't sleep in a house. Take a caravan, go sleep in the woods. Eat and you sleep the whole day. You will know nothing. You forget everything. But if you live in a house, there's the postman reminding you. There's the people for the bills reminding you. And there's this light coming up to tell you you lost somebody. You love them, you miss them. But tell me, picture yourself 20 years before you met them. Who do you love? Them or your first boyfriend? Or your mother or your father? Doesn't it say there's something, someone who want to make sure you pay this time around, just because the day when you close your eyes, there are those who drop tears for you. What's the difference with the man who died or the woman who died and the mother and the father who become the new mother and father? What's the difference between them? I know people don't believe when I say, when a big body drop dead somewhere, someone just become their parents. What does it take to make the two? What's the difference with the man or the woman who died? Let's say the woman who died was 20 years old. The man who died was 30 years old. And the baby that is born is just 1 day old. What's the difference between them? Let's say they are not dead. The two babies are born. What are those babies? Is it not the same baby they were, the two of them? The baby that just come out is the baby number one. The oldest man have the same age as the baby that is just born. The 9-month-old baby. How you recognize them when they came into the world, when they came out of the body. What's the difference? Understand. What's the difference when the mother and the father get in the bedroom? They have sex, the child is not there, the child is not present, but only 9 months later, the child is present. What's different when the child grow up and be the big man and the big woman, and they drop dead, and the woman is pregnant, and they become the child? What is invisible and what is visible? If you take a big man to come all the way from there and make love to this woman, and then she's pregnant, what's the difference with the one who grow up and drop dead and invisible become a child, just like the same way invisible before their mother and father met each other, when they were making love the same exact way, when they come to be visible, what's the difference just because they grow up? Why you forget in the beginning they were just a breeze that came in the body, the baby body, and they have a name, they go to school, they grow up in the least. What's the difference when they go back in time, back to the baby number one, instead of the big body you know? What is dead and what is not being dead? Understand, somebody don't die and they get pregnant to make your body. No. The wind is the body. The wind needs the body before someone is dead. So, going back in time to the first day they see you, why people know you? Why people think they know your face? When it takes two people to build your face, why is it strange that two other people cannot build your face? Your mother and your father are two strangers. The baby is a stranger, but the baby bond the two together. The baby have the name, the baby have their face. What is permanent and what is not permanent? If the father is a stranger to the mother, and the child was a stranger 9 months before, why is it so difficult when they grow up? What is invisible before they become the 9-month-old, and what is visible when they go back in time only to be that little baby they was? Only this time they have a new face. Imagine 20 people want to go to a disco. 10 go to this disco, 10 go to the cafe. The 10 who goes to the disco, they're supposed to meet the 10 that went to the cafe. The boy went out, they don't go to the disco together, nothing happened. They went home. The next weekend, the 10 that went to the disco goes to the cafe, and the other 10 that went to the cafe go to the disco. Nothing happened again. Next Saturday, they go to the disco, all of them. And now, they all were there. Only 2 of them have a job, the rest have no job. The minute they tell the women they have no job, the women don't want to date them. And now, the 2 who have a job get a lady, the rest did not. What is missing? If they all have a job, they will have a lady, right? Now, we have 10 babies that's supposed to exist. Now we're going to end up have only 2 babies. What's the difference? But the guys that saved their sperm did not put it inside of the woman to reverse the people who are now big people in the world. What's the difference when all of them, they have good job, they date each other, and they have babies, only to take back the relationship that was built in a big body that's standing when the relationship is already dead a long time ago? What's the difference when a big man standing, but only yesterday he was the little child? What does it take to drop the big body? A bomb or just a single fresh air? Understand, the faces of the people, it's just the bedroom. The couple switch, the face will be different. Sometimes people need to ask themselves why they have the face they have. They have to understand it because of the type of parents that connects together. The next time around, you can become any face. Depend who went in the bedroom. Goodbye.